going to inject in the eye was going to do, and the two different ways they were going to work with the eyes made certainly a lot of sense to me. I suppose the ramification for me was that all of a sudden you're told that there's a possibility, if we don't get onto things very, very quickly and start doing a lot of laser work and a lot of injections, that I was going to lose my eyesight. I don't know if anyone's ever gone around and put their hand over their eyes and or in a dark room and looked around and all of a sudden wondered in life what it would be like to be blind. And I'll tell you now, I'd prefer to probably, it might sound terrible to someone who might be deaf, but I'd probably prefer to lose my hearing or chop off an arm or chop off a leg rather than lose my eyesight. If we could imagine, we couldn't see what's out in life. We couldn't just see the basics of the world around us. Look at our loved ones, our children, our parents, our grandchildren, and to see them, and to, you could hear them, but not to be able to see and experience the little things in life, or the beauty in creation, all those sorts of things. So I started on this course of treatment. Now the laser is one thing, and probably to a lay people that might be seeing this, and people think, laser surgery through the eye, and anything in the eye isn't. The eye is so sensitive. It's the you can poke yourself here or pinch yourself there, and you might go ouch, but you can't even put your finger near your eye, and you pull back, isn't it? Or a drop in your eye, you get drops and you pull back and you blink a million times, or you actually happen to poke something in your eye. It's extremely uncomfortable and painful. Get that little eyelash, you can't barely see it on your finger. Get that in your eye, and it drives you mad. So when you talk to eye treatment, I'm thinking, but I tell you now, and maybe this isn't the purpose of what we're going to talk about here, but I want to say to people, if they've been diagnosed with DME, and the doctor says you're going to need injections, and the injection, I'll tell you now, goes right from the front of your eye through, they inject it in the eye, don't put it off. As unpleasant as it sounds, and to me it would sound unpleasant at the time, I've had nothing but good experiences with it. And the first thing, especially for us males, that our pain barrier is not very high, is it? It doesn't hurt. And you think anything through your eye, it's got to hurt. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. Is it slightly uncomfortable in the eye when the anaesthetic starts to rub? A little bit. There's not a lot of pain at all. It's probably a little bit more gritty, if anything, in the eye, and sometimes it doesn't even feel that. And they've got little drops for that anyway. But that's the first thing that people often balk at is, I don't want to get injections in my eye. How painful must that be? And it's not. I can assure you now, even a little bit of discomfort that we might go through afterwards is nothing. It pales into significance into having our eyesight and being able to see for the next however long we've got ahead of us. So please, 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 if you are told that you have DME and this is a course of action you need to do like I had to do, and I'm still going through, don't put it off. Say, when can we start? Can we do it today? Start off today. When I first was told that this was a course of action, and I was going to a eye clinic in southwestern Sydney, very, very professional setup, excellent. And this was all, pre-COVID days, so back about 4 or 5 years ago, whenever it was that I started. It was the clinic was very, very clear, and the doctors and the other support staff, the nurses and all that, on everything they were doing for me. From the moment you walked in and you were made to feel comfortable, the moment you go into, you get your, there's 1,001 drops you get in your eye to start with, and some of them are drops to dilate your pupils. Other ones are to deaden the eye off a little bit. And sometimes if you're having injection in one eye, they'll just do the one eye. But they always test my eyesight before we go in. And I'm pleased to say here, 5 years down the track, I still have 20/20 vision. I'm getting a bit old and grey in the temples, and I need glasses to on the computer and to read and that. I've still got great eyesight. Now, that great eyesight is through nothing that I've done myself over the 5 years, apart from dragging myself along to the clinic every few months for laser or for injections. But if I hadn't have done that, if I'd have put it off,